2023 is Year of the Trail in North Carolina. It sounds like a neat slogan, but why is it Year of the Trail? Says who? Well, says the law. See, it says it right here in NC House Bill 554. 2023 is designated as Year of the Trail. On the surface, this seems unusual to say the least. But actually, this is long overdue. Outdoor recreation has an economic impact of over $28 billion in North Carolina, and it provides over 260,000 jobs. Yet the trail networks that make this all possible are rarely a part of mainstream public discussion. And it's not just about economics. Trails make North Carolina a healthier, more accessible, more fun place to live. You can walk across town on a greenway, climb a mountain on your bike, ride a horse through the forest, or paddle a kayak through the city. Trails are the gateway to so many forms of outdoor recreation. And whether you live in Boone, Raleigh, Charlotte, Wilmington, Lizard Lick, or one of the many towns that end in Ville, there are very likely trails in your community. Trails that lead to rivers, lakes, summits, and even breweries. North Carolinians and visitors alike use and explore these thousands of awesome trails for recreation and transportation. But very few stop to ask themselves, where do trails come from? Who pays for trails? What is trail maintenance anyway? And perhaps most importantly, how can we get more trails? If a tree falls in the forest with no ears to hear it, does it make a sound? Well, if it falls on a trail, it sure makes a mess. And it's often a volunteer that hikes miles into the forest with a big saw to clear it off the trail. And just like you may cut the grass in your yard, the trails themselves need to be cleared of encroaching vegetation. And those big rocks in the trail that look like they were placed there, they were, and it's a ton of work. We get out of our trails what we put into them. And in 2023, we're shining a spotlight on the communities and individuals who make North Carolina the Great Trail State. Right here on our social channels and website, you'll be the first to know about local Year of the Trail events, from the mountains to the Piedmont to the beach, along with the rivers and streams in between. Stay tuned for content about finding trails, having a good experience on them, how they're built, and how trails provide equal access to places and resources. We'll also explain how trails are paid for and how they pay us back. We'll feature individual North Carolinians, communities, and trail centers in every corner of the state. We'll do our very best to make it informative and, of course, entertaining. Trails make us healthier, they create memories, they connect us, and let's not forget, they're fun. And if fun and health aren't important to you, just remember that $28 billion and 260,000 jobs that these resources help bring to the Great Trails State. Follow us and help spread the word. Tag us in your next adventure out on the trail. Be part of the conversation. In 2023, we need your help in making trails a central part of our public discussions. It's healthy, it's fun, and most importantly, it's the law.